So the last recipe that we are going to share, what in the Western world is known as the golden milk. Well, this is a very recent phenomena as we started understanding the benefit of the curcuma. As a kid, our mother would every day give this with the whole milk, the milk from the cow. We Indians are blessed that we have the lactase, the digestive enzymes to digest the food, digest the milk. Maybe this is lacking, so you can substitute the cow milk with the almond milk or the coconut milk. Only thing, keep in mind the coconut milk is high in calorie also, so it is important to vary your quantity, or else you can dilute the coconut milk or use the thin coconut milk for the recipe. Important words about how we are going to use the bioavailable curcumin, which otherwise will not be used. There has to be a fat medium in the recipe. So when we are using the whole milk, the fat or the cream as we call it is already present, and that's how we enjoyed it. But for this recipe I'm using the almond milk. So this almond milk has been prepared in-house and it lacks in the fat. So what we are going to do in order to make the curcuma bioavailable to the body, we are going to render the curcuma with the coconut fat or the coconut oil as we call it. And after using the coconut oil, I'm going to flavor the golden milk with ginger and the cinnamon. And this is going to have the wonderful medicinal properties. Remember that when we are talking about the medicinal properties of the food, it is not supposed to be taken in large quantities also. And sometimes we feel something is good, we should overindulge. No, medicine must be treated as something which is going to help us, not aggravate the situation, which means small potency, small dosage. Listen to your body and understand how much can you digest and how much can keep you in the balance. This goes for food also, because when we say food as medicine, which means that food is not to be overindulged, and that's why we see so many challenges happening in our health because of the food intake. Obesity, then we have the challenges with the low immunity, then we have the challenges with the loss of the memory. All these are related with the food. If you only understand food correctly, food has all the medicinal properties, therapeutic properties, curative properties, and the aesthetic properties also. It's up to what we eat is what make us. We are what we eat. So let's get on with the recipe as we start with making the curcumin bioavailable in this recipe. So now we start with the coconut oil. We just melting the coconut oil in the pan. And this time I thought that I'll use the turmeric powder, but not the fresh turmeric, because I understand that in many places you will find it difficult to procure the fresh turmeric. So turmeric powder is equally good, but you have to know that the quantity that you are going to use should be half of the fresh turmeric, because this is the even the purest form of the turmeric that we have got. So now you see that in the oil I'm going to put the turmeric, and I'm mixing that almost like a paste, or you can say is yeah, you can see that, and now I can feel the aroma. So this, we have already used that one. We have to make sure it doesn't get very hot, otherwise the turmeric will burn. So it will have, though it may not harm you, but there is hardly any medicinal effect. So now we have taken the homemade almond milk, and in the homemade almond milk we are going to add the paste of the turmeric that we prepared earlier. And I can show to the camera how beautiful pale yellow, almost like we are putting the saffron inside. So we bring this to boil, but I would like to flavor it additionally with the ginger, so that you have more medicinal properties going into the For this, we don't have to chop the ginger very fine. We can just crush the ginger and add it there. So we have learned how to make the curcuma bioavailable by rendering in the fat medium, and I have used the coconut oil for this occasion. You can also use the pepper, because pepper has a biochemical compound called pepperine, which allows the curcuma to become bioavailable, and also the purple vegetable like purple cabbage, purple basil, the red grapes. These also allows the curcuma to become bioavailable in the body. So our golden milk is almost getting ready. At this stage, we haven't added the cinnamon, which we are going to add towards the end or just before serving, and that will conclude the recipe for the golden milk. Few people like to have it sweetened. You can use the sweetener of your choice, and if you're planning to use the natural sweetener, I would love to use the raw honey. Raw honey should not be boiled along with the golden milk, because boiling the honey first not only kills the medicinal property honey, but it also produces what in Ayurveda known as ama, or the toxins. It creates the mucus, it blocks the nasal path if the honey is boiled. You might see certain recipes where the honey is boiled and used in the pastry recipes. In Ayurveda, we don't recommend that. So in the golden milk, we'll be adding the honey, if any, only after we have rested the milk for 2 to 3 minutes, not at while the milk is boiling. And we can see the beautiful yellow color now coming through, while the ginger is leaving its flavor and the aroma to the medicinal milk that we are preparing. Though this milk is very safe to be consumed by everyone, I would request you can consult your doctor, especially the oil, especially the and the fat contained in the nuts or in the coconut may not be very good for someone having the challenges with obesity or the other health challenges concerned with the consumption of fat. So this milk has come to boil, and now we are removing the golden milk, and you can see the beautiful yellow color. I'm not sure how much camera will be able to capture, but we can see the beautiful color that's there in the pan. And what we are going to do is we are going to put that in a teacup. You may strain this milk or the golden milk as you want to do so. I would personally like to keep the curcuma intact. There's no harm. You may not like the taste, but that's fine. But at the same time, straining is not required, honestly. And then thus the time comes for sprinkling the cinnamon. Again, a beautiful spice that you can find almost everywhere, all part of the world. Cinnamon has a cooling property. Also, at the same time, the aroma is wonderful, and it lends its beautiful tastes and character to the food we are cooking. Cinnamon and along with cardamom is used in almost all the Indian sweets and some other Indian preparations also. So cinnamon is cooling, so it balances the heating spices that we often use while cooking. So this concludes the recipe. I hope you like the immunity boosting recipes, tips, and many other points that we discussed today, and hope we have the chance to connect with it again, maybe live someday, and when we can do a question and answer session. Let's see what we can do next time. Thank you for joining us from Kinkara today. Hope you have a lovely day, and hope you embrace all these immunity boosting tips and the recipes, and enjoy the fruit of good health and strong immunity. Thank you so much, and see you someday here at Kinkara. Bye. Ciao.